Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on last year's national champion, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McLaughlin. The emotions and energy figure to be high. Hey guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season, really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down.
Pulls it in on the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations, first and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On target to the left. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Wiggins. Makes the catch. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolute shame. Missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Wiggins. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He fires to the left side. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. 1st half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Oh, it's a reverse. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Wiggins. Gets it out quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They run the reverse. Going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Porter. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. End off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's McLaughlin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Going to sling it on second down. Finds his tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulls in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man in the middle.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
The play action fake. Here comes the heat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This drive is now stretched through 3 presidential administrations. 14th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Back open in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he added the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. Snatches it on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by them.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Makes the catch on the left. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points.
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 17 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Auburn!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So
and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Bulls. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on...
Turning it on! And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air, it's Wiggins. Unloads it left. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Research Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Texas. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm, hasn't been accurate, he's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's McLeod. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the air, it's Wiggins. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Bulls. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
And right down the middle. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Right down the gut of the field. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
On the double. Hornet. Easy.
To the air on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Wiggins. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And
lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. If there's time to pad the stats. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement.
simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely, David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Auburn left no doubt the last time these two got together, blowing out the Crimson Tide. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Wiggins. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly complete.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
A strike downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being in Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a
touchdown Auburn. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to... They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Wiggins. Using the quick game. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Unloads to the wideout. simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Auburn's offense will start this game off. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way...
There he goes! Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. Wants to throw. It's Wiggins. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quickly complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Wallace. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. It's picked off, and that's not... Simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome everyone to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champion, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Back to pass, it's Wiggins. With the catch, it's Clark. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Auburn's ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Got a man, it's Clark. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's first down from the 37-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Wallace. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's... The inside handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the air, it's Wiggins. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Clark. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. He caught it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You don't see a ton of wide receivers come in as true freshmen and just take over the game and be the best player on the field. Man, he's done that as a true freshman. It's been amazing to watch, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy hunt as a receiver, which is not a normal thing. So it kind of shows you what kind of potential he has. He can win it as a freshman. He can win it as a sophomore. Shoot, he can win it as a junior. This guy has unbelievable talent.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. And he takes it in for a score. guaranteed.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Wiggins. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. But we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. 22. Looking for a man. It's Wiggins. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Clark. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the... They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's... And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Off play action on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he... They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's caught. It's Thompson. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
25-yard line.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Well, not. This time they'll go to the running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wiggins. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on... Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to... Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both...
They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Wiggins. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking for room, it's Davidson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Trying to pound their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.